G'day gang, Danny, how's it going folks? We're back in the World of Warcraft, Mr. Pandaria, in this campaign playthrough. We are about to go up north. Amber's life. That's interesting. What has happened since the last time I had played? Something strange has happened, and I imagine this has got to do with the remix coming into play soon. Although I don't know why it would affect this, seeing as it's meant to be in a completely different instance of Mr. Pandaria. At least that's what I thought it was. Because yeah, I've suddenly got all these. Wait a minute. I've got the campaign progress. That wasn't there before. It was whatever zone I was in. The Dread Waste was up top. A landfall, escalate, that's all the... Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh well. We'll see how that comes into play soon. I don't even remember there being a quest over there. Anyway, we're going to go north first. I'll come back to her, if I need to come back to her. Unless that's leading on to a new content patch, or the at least a content patch. Back in the day. Beyond the base game of Mr. Pandaria, as it released. Alright, so, let's go over here. Amber is life. So we've got to... In order for our efforts against the Manted Empire to continue, we require more amber. There is a great deposit of amber underneath the lake to the south, but the area is inhabited by a savage Sarok tribe. I cannot spare anyone else. You must go to the lake, test the tribe's strength, thin their numbers, and eliminate their leader, who is probably hiding in his underground cavern. Oh good. Just thought for a second. All those quests that I had to hand in suddenly disappeared. A strange relic. This strange looking carving is covered in a complex written language that might be of Manted in origin. You notice some relics strewn carelessly among the camps, and inside the lake. Perhaps the Klaxxi'vess would be interested in examining these artifacts. Who knows, perhaps it will earn you some favor. Well, I hope so. We've done a lot for him so far. They don't seem to be too appreciative of our efforts though. So yeah, a lot of you will probably be in these lands in the next couple of days. So strange how this all turned out. I hadn't even heard anything about this remix when I started this. And I was just saying, like, it was a couple of weeks back how it would have been good for folks to come back to Mr. Pandaria and, get a chance to appreciate what was done here. Which makes me wonder now whether they fixed up that quest that we had an issue with. Because I'm sure it had been reported a billion times. The Mistblade Den. Mistblade Scale Lord. I got you. A billion punches all for you. All at the same time. Let's grab all these relics. The whispers seem to be emanating from within the amber. Could there be another paragon sleeping within? Speak. At last, my time has come. My duty is to the Klaxxi Council. Whatever they ask of me, I must obey.
We are done.
Yes, Klaxxi'vess. How long I have waited. I see much has transpired since I first entered my sleep. There is much to do, but first, Wakener, help me recover my strength. When I awoke... Let's do that again.
You are far from home.
As soon as I awakened, the Klaxxi sensed my presence and relayed as much as they dared. They confirmed my own suspicions. The Empress is no longer fit to rule the Empire. She must be cleansed.
The will of the Klaxxi is eternal.
Feeding the beast? I must join the Klaxxi Council and the other Paragons immediately, but I am barely strong enough to stand. I must feed Wakener. I sense the beating hearts of creatures on the northern bank of the lake. Kill them for me, and I shall do the rest. Living Amber. Liquid amber is most efficient for restoring a newly awakened Paragon's strength, and is usually provided at awakening ceremony. Unfortunately, it seems you did not receive these instructions, so we shall have to improvise. I can sense a vast quantity of fossilized amber in the lake below us. It will serve, but I am too weak to dig it up myself. Do this for me, and I will see to it that you are rewarded. And hand feed them as well, right? We got 3 more relics to acquire. One right here. And there's one over here. Here's the amber. That's a big chunk right there. Come on, why don't you just jump into that? What have we got now? 5. It's got to be exactly 9. Maybe we can start feeding it to him now, though. Ah, yes. One does not forget the taste of amber. Back when the world was still young, the first Kypari trees bloomed. From the trees, the amber flowed and nurtured us. Kyparite, we called it the lifeblood of the earth. Kyparite? It healed our wounds and made us bold. It tasted like sweetness and fire, and gave us the strength to conquer all the lesser races. Many were the threats to our race. After the usurpers remade the world, narrow was the path ahead. It was I who suggested our greatest warriors be cast in amber to sleep, to be awakened at the swarm's greatest time of need. It was the sleep from which one could never awake. A great risk, a great sacrifice, but necessary. Thus I was the first paragon. This is why I am the prime. Okay. Just thinking, is this amber kind of like azurite? And now the Klaxxi call us to battle. Now I am awakened.
Yes, Wakener. We are done.
Thank you, Wakener. That is enough for now.
Preserve the cycle. You are far from home.
I feel the strength returning to my body. Kypari Zar? What is that tree on the hill to the west? Croven the Prime lapses into silence. When I returned from my final ravage, before being elevated to a paragon, I was given the honor of planting that very tree. I see it has grown into a great Kypari, but it seems something is amiss. There is an old sonar tower at the base of the tree. Take me there, Wakener. I can use the tower to take a closer look.
The will of the Klaxxi is eternal.
Are you gonna fly? You are gonna fly. There's the tower. It is true, this is Kypari Zar. But who, or why do I sense no life emanating from within? Why do I sense no amber sap? I must examine the tree. Guard me while I perform the task, Wakener. Don't know why I take out my weapons. It's not like I'm gonna use them. Such a strange thing to have weapons as a monk, but not have to use them at all. Just simply for show. Kind of strange way, yeah, why they didn't come up with just something different. Like an icon or a relic or something like that that goes into those two slots. Or allow us to use the staff. It is done, Kypari Zar cries out. Kypari Zar cries out in unbearable agony. Once great rivers of amber coursed through this tree's veins, now it is but a dried husk. The root of the problem? Kypari Zar is dying. A creature of terrible darkness corrupts it from deep within, beneath its roots. The tree cannot be saved, but at least we can lessen its pain. Look, the vile creature has carved a path to its own lair. We need only follow it down the hill just behind this tower. Kill the cold-bite matriarch. Despite your obvious weaknesses, I have grown fond of you, Wakener. I was made a paragon because of my prowess on the battlefield. It was said that I could cheat death itself. I shall lend you this very ability, Painkiller, to protect you during the task ahead. Wow. It's like struggling to keep up, hoping it wouldn't fade away. I wonder how they time those things anyway. Sometimes they get it right, but most of the time I have to read it at a pace just to get to the end. But there's other times where you got no chance. There's the matriarch. painkiller. Carry the mark of the Corvin the Prime, which grants the ability painkiller. Upon taking a blow that would have killed you, instead you are encased in a block of amber, which reduces damage taken and regenerates health and mana for the duration of the spell. Cannot occur more than 3 minutes. Well, let's see if we even have to use it once. We good? We good?
Speak.
Thank you, Wake It Up. Kypari Zar can now dream in peace. However, the beast was merely a vessel for the corruption. No, that true corruption lies much deeper.
We are done.
I feel strong enough to continue on my own, Danzo. I must report this. Shah, presence to the council immediately. If we meet again, it shall be at Klaxxi'vess. Okay, another one released. So I think at this point I probably should return because we have a few quests to hand in. Having said that, we probably completed all our quests. I've got a few quests to hand. Where are they? Huh? Oh, here they are. Okay. It's confusing. Okay, so we got our Dread Waste here. And those are the quests we got to hand in. Okay. Alright. Little confusing seeing all these markers on the map all of a sudden. Klaxxi'vess. Very good. I had half expected Kovok to just eat you. What a pleasant surprise to see you both in one piece. Perhaps Kunchong raising is in your blood.
The will of the Klaxxi is eternal.
I am most impressed with your progress, Wake It Up. Kovok's training is coming along nicely, and he seems to be fond of you. I have no doubt that you are the best choice to assist me in training him.
Preserve the cycle.
Where did you find this?
The will of the Klaxxi is eternal.
You were wise to bring this to us. This is a piece of another Paragon's encasing amber. The damage suggests the Paragon may be in trouble. I will speak with the council to decide what should be done next. The might of the Klaxxi.
Preserve the cycle.
So that gets 2 out of 4 done.
Their death will be swift.
You have succeeded once again. Well done, Wake It Up. Hero's Purse. I'll go with the Hero's Purse, thanks.
The cycle will be preserved.
10 gold? Oh, come on, guys.
Do you have something of value? We are done.
What do you have there? The mantled relic. The tablet is covered with undecipherable markings. These relics describe the history of Kypari Zar and the nearby amber trees. I would like to study these. Thank you, monk. Alright.
We are done.
So we did all that. The heavens hum with the war, crime and punishment. So I don't really know whether all of these have got to do with this zone anymore. It's a little confusing. I'm a little confused.
My life for the Klaxxi.
Beneath the heart of fear.
be a leaf in the wind.
Speak with the Sapmaster Vu at the Brew Garden. Scouts have reported a non-manted presence. Oh, well, okay, let's just take him. We'll take the quest.
Empress must fall.
We'll see what happens. I'm just hoping it's all related to the zone and not part of a raid or something. The Klaxxi have detected the existence of another Paragon Wakener. This one was kept well hidden from us, and for good reason. The Empress already has possession of this one, and her adjuncts work to destroy it. Even now, they are performing their sorcery in a chamber deep beneath the palace, and they must be stopped. We hold Klaxxi'vess. You must go in our stead. Find the entrance to their chamber from the ledge to the west.
Show no mercy.
A not-so-friendly request. Scouts have reported an unmanted presence near Kypari. Their intrusion and their theft of amber would normally be dealt with swiftly, but our forces are needed elsewhere. This task seems suited to you, Wakener. You will convince them to leave this land, or you will destroy them in the name of the Klaxxi'vess.
Leave me now.
Alright, and there's another quest over here.
Yes, Wakener.
Dropping our signal. The beacon in Amberglow Hollow seems to have been tampered with. Right before the signal cut out, the Klaxxi'vess picked up a signal for another Paragon nearby. They believe he is hidden in that wretched little swamp Duskroot Fen. I will meet you in the Fen to set up a temporary beacon until I can get Amberglow operational again. You will wake the Paragon and then you will help me.
The will of the Klaxxi is eternal.
Okay. So, a not so friendly request. Maybe we'll take that one. It does lead to this quest here. So maybe it's a breadcrumb quest. Leading us to the next chapter quest. The storm gathers. Moving on. What? Didn't I do that quest already? I'm sure I've done that quest already. The Sunset Brew Garden. Where's the marker here? Oh, here.
You are most welcome.
Sapmaster Vu. Greetings, friend. Can I get you a mug of anything?
Slow down. Life is to be savored.
So they want us to leave, do they? What a selfish request. We're only taking amber from one tree. Well, I'm not going anywhere. I have brew to make. If you help us, maybe we can all come to a mutually beneficial arrangement. I give them some brew, they stop trying to kill us.
May you find mastery in your passions.
The heavens hum with war. The Manta don't ever make my job easy, but now they've gone too far. We can fend off the occasional attack from Kypari, but now they're starting to surround us. What's worse, they're draining the amber from our tree. This will not stand. We need that amber to make beer. They've dug a burrow into the south side of the tree. I'm short-handed here. Could you take care of them for me?
Family, friends, food. These are...
Quite an operation this guy's got going on here. Korthik the Warcaller. snap kicks for everybody. What is this? Sacred recipe. When the horror comes arising and the heavens hum with war, our great vessel of salvation must be broken from its core. The scroll continues on for several stanzas. Perhaps somebody in the Sunset Brew Garden will be able to decipher its cryptic message. The horror comes arising, heavens hum with war. Our great vessel of salvation must be broken from its core. Azik Kutai. Listen to this. A lot of these guys around here. Clearing out all the punks. And then this guy. Down you go. Amber. Amber is the cornerstone of Mantid society. They use this material in their architecture, their art, and their technology. Masters of sound, the Mantid long ago found a way to use amber to extend the range of their acoustic case casting. In this way, they are able to communicate over vast distances. No army has successfully marched on Mantid lands undetected, and even lone travelers are urged caution, as their movements are no doubt being watched the moment they venture beyond the wall. The Empress and their Council of Klaxxi'vess safeguard the great trees of town-long steppes, the Kypari, they are called, as the only source of their precious amber. Legend has it that the Kypari once flourished east of the wall, but the Mogul cut them down in their never-ending war against the Mantid swarm. So we're going to bring the scroll and hand this quest in. Round the corner.
Oh, hello.
Is that some sort of scroll? Would you mind if I took a look?
May your days bring you joy.
Lyra reads the entirety of the message. This scroll, this prophecy, it's terrifying.
Farewell.
Sapmaster, look at this scroll. It describes a way to stop the Mantid, a way to stop the Shah. Let me see that. No, my student, look at these words here. Vessel, quench, recipe. This is a beer recipe. Yeah, beer. You're wrong, teacher. Danzo, you help me stop the Mantid? Ignore her, Danzo. Help us brew this beer. Yeah, beer. Hold on.
Tell me of your travels. May the red crane live forever in your...
We're not here to hurt anybody. We just want to make a little bit of brew out of this tree sap. Is that too much to ask?